What's going on, Fightful friends and fans? I'm Tempest, of course, representing Fightful, and I'm here on All In Media Day with the AEW Women's World Champion, Hikaru Shida. Hikaru, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today.
Thank you.
First of all, of course, you've spoken a lot recently about having spent the pandemic as the women's champion, wrestling in front of no fans. You win the title again in a packed stadium on a big show. How did that feel in comparison to winning it the first time?
It was so different from first time I got because I know it sounds strange, but actually I could hear fans. So yeah, I thought it's normal, but after pandemic I realized it's not normal. It's special to hear fans. So yeah, that night is the greatest moment in my life. Yeah.
And of course, you're going from that show with loads of fans into this show, Wembley Stadium in front of over 80,000 fans. I can't even imagine what the thought process must have been like to go from winning it in front of no fans to a full stadium to now what you're going to be doing on Sunday. Where is your head at? Where has the thought process been getting ready for a match that big?
Actually, I can't imagine too. I can't imagine. Like my biggest show I watched live as Tokyo Dome in Japan, and Wembley Stadium is 2 times bigger. So
Yeah.
I can't imagine yet. But I think that's why I'm not so nervous now, and I don't know why, but I feel so ready for the match, and it's not only physically, also mentally too. So yeah, I believe I can show 100% Shida to everyone. Yeah.
Well, you're getting to wrestle this match. One of the people that you are wrestling against is going to be Dr. Britt Baker, who, of course, took the AEW Women's Championship from you at Double or Nothing in 2021. You have that very special shared history, and I imagine you would like to get the win back over her. But what is it like to both have that moment, wrestling on Double or Nothing, a very special pay-per-view, being the first one with fans back in the building, to now being able to share that moment again with Britt in a big show, the biggest show AEW has ever done?
I think we share all history in AEW, and I felt we need her in this match because this is the best to show what AEW Women's Division, me and Britt Baker, I think we are AEW Women's Division. So I'm so glad she's in this match, but we are not friends. Of course, we are tag team now and working together, but we are not friends. I feel our connection is more special. So that's why I can smash her if I need, and of course she can do it too. So yeah, I'm glad she's here and I beat her ass.
Now, of course, unfortunately, one of the top women's wrestlers in AEW who hasn't been able to make it over is the former AEW Women's Champion, Jamie Hayter. Of course, is from England, would have been a very special part of All In, no doubt. But you and her had one of the best women's matches, one of the best matches, period, in AEW's history last December. Can you talk a little bit about that match and what it meant to be the main event of the show and deliver such an incredible match over the AEW Women's Championship?
Thank you so much. That match is, in my opinion, that match is my best bout in AEW. And that was my first time main event on Dynamite, so the match was very special for me. And yeah, she definitely so disappointed now, but I think, or everyone think she has other chance, of course, but so I really want to rate her as a champion. Yeah.
Yeah. Going back a little bit further, you have been part of a lot of very high-profile Joshi matches in AEW, whether it be the 6-woman tag on the first Double or Nothing event, or your match with Riho at the first All Out, to fast forward and you're wrestling Ryo Mizunami at Revolution in 2021. What has it meant to you to be able to go out there and show what Joshi wrestlers are able to do on a big stage on an American pay-per-view and get to represent not only that style, but representing what so many fans wouldn't have gotten a chance to see from Joshi wrestlers so far?
So true. Yeah. I'm saying this from the beginning. The Japanese Joshi style is the best in the world for me. So yeah, I'm so glad to show Joshi style to the world. And Japanese wrestling business is much smaller than here, the United States. So there are a lot of great wrestlers, but we don't have TV shows or we just have the small streaming. So the one reason I'm in AEW is to show more Japanese Joshi to the world, and I hope the other Joshi wrestlers give the more like a hope or more big chance, like you can be a big star, or you can be a rich, or yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Are there any Joshi wrestlers in particular that haven't wrestled in AEW, or maybe have only wrestled 1 or 2 matches, that you'd really like to see make the jump and wrestle on a Dynamite or on a big AEW pay-per-view?
Yeah, of course, if we have a chance, but now our roster is so big, so yeah, of course they need the effort, and they need a power to grab the chance. So yeah, but I really hope so. And yeah, some wrestlers were wrestled just in the tournament in Japan, but not actually come to the US. So yeah, I hope they come to the US and wrestle in big crowds.
Yeah, I hope so too. And before we start to wrap things up a little bit, I want to ask, personally as a fan, I want to ask about your history, your experience wrestling with Naomichi Marufuji, one of the, in my opinion, one of the best wrestlers in the world, has been for a very long time. What is it like to wrestle someone both with that level of experience, such a different approach to wrestling, of course wrestling a not Joshi style, having to mix things up a little bit, but getting to share that experience with someone like that?
That was great. And actually it's 5 years ago, and that was my 10-year anniversary. So I think that much made me to make a decision to come here, to come to the US. Like after the match, I felt, okay, I think I'm ready to the next level. And when I get some chops, I always remind me reminds him, and I always thinking, I got Marufuji's chop, so I'm okay. I'm okay. I can take it.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Hikaru Shida. Thank you guys so much for watching. Good luck to you this Sunday. Wembley Stadium, All In, AEW's biggest pay-per-view ever. Make sure that you guys are checking it out, and make sure you check out Hikaru Shida defending her title against Britt Baker, Toni Storm, and Saraya on Sunday.
Buying pay-per-views on nordvpn.com/Fightful is going to enhance your pay-per-view buying process. Now, one subscription to NordVPN has so many different benefits, but if you're a big pay-per-view buyer like myself, UFC, boxing, pro wrestling, all that good stuff, any combination of the three, if they're doing a fight circus or something like that, this subscription will pay for itself after 1 or 2 pay-per-view buys. Change your virtual location, pay for it at the prices that other people are paying for it in the UK, in Australia, etc., etc. And you can get different interfaces. Maybe you don't like Peacock and you want to check out the WWE Network the way that it used to be, the way that it was designed to be, the easy navigation, so on and so forth. Maybe you want to watch AEW without commercials. Maybe there's some other overseas services that you can't subscribe to and you want access to them. NordVPN.com/Fightful gives you that with a great deal and a 30-day money-back guarantee. Even better, 24/7 tech support. So if you have trouble navigating any of it, they can help you out. Fastest VPN on the planet, NordVPN.com/Fightful.